I forgot to pay attention to the squad fitness, so I noticed just as I paused it accidentally before starting this game that most of the squad's potentially knackered, so I'm gonna have to make some impact subs probably around half time. But in other news, guys, well, a couple of bits of news. I've been playing Ultimate Team all last night, and I got my arse handed to me quite a few times in Foot Champs. But I did win a couple of games. But my God, it's hard. Like, some of the players that I'm coming up against now have teams that are crazy. Like, players who are normally, I don't know, 85, 86 rated. They're all like 92 and whatnot now. And I'm struggling big time. Like, I played someone who had like a 92 Ronaldo, Messi, and Jadon Sancho as the front three, and I was struggling. I mean, I managed to hold them off for a bit, but I couldn't get anywhere near them, and like, so I was having to like jockey and use like a kind of pack mentality to stop them from scoring, even though it didn't kind of work fully. They were constantly scoring against me, but it was a nightmare. And then when I come against someone with Mbappe, that was bloody hard as well. So it's just like, ah. But the games I did play, and I did win, they had people that had similar squads to me. So it was all cards from like the first couple of seasons. So that was a nice change. So I'm only in, is it bronze? It goes bronze 2 and then bronze 1 in Foot Champs, doesn't it, I think. So at the minute I'm in bronze 2, and I'm one more win away from going up to bronze 1. So I'm probably going to play some more Foot Champs tonight, see if I can do that. And then in other news, I finally made affiliate on Twitch. I got all my 50 followers last night when I was recording, when I was playing Resident Evil Village. Because I've been meeting all the other requirements for quite some time now, so I just needed the follower count. Because I've been on 41 followers for quite some time, but like my average views, hours and everything, and day streams was all perfect, so I was getting them right. And then yesterday, my moderator, she's been an absolute diamond, and she's been promoting me on Twitter, and a load of people come in from the community, and everyone gave me a follow. So I've hit the 50 followers now. I'm actually on 54 followers. So now I'm just waiting for my email. Crap, son of a bitch, I'm talking. Oh, they're offside, thank God for that. So I'm just waiting for my email to come through now to offer me the affiliate, which is great. So if anyone likes live streams and whatnot of just random stuff, I'm mainly playing like horror games. Yes, get in there. Mainly playing the Resident Evils, but I'm also doing my trophy hunting stuff on there as well. Well, as much as possible. Then I do upload it all to YouTube anyway afterwards. But if you want to join it, it's ShadowBullets24, just like my YouTube name. At the minute, I stream every Wednesday and Friday. But now that I'm affiliate, I'll be streaming a lot more on there, like during the week and stuff and whatnot. So if that's something that you like, please do pop on by. We're building quite a cool community. We've got lots of stuff coming on, and I'm working on some emotes and whatnot to make the chat more interesting and whatnot. Oh, look at that. One goal comes and then the other one comes. It's like buses. Well done, Clark. He's going to shoot. Oh, I swear, if that went in then, I was going to scream at David Marshall. But luckily, it did. I mean, look at that delayed reaction. Is Lee Gregory going to score now? He stopped his turn. His left straight dribble. Ah, damn it. I miss, in FIFA 20, where you just hold R1 to hold the ball and do like close to your dribbling. I miss doing that because I always forget that you need to hold L1 and R1 to do it. And I just like do it. I like doing that because it was so easy to like just stop, turn, and whatnot, and I'm always just like holding R1 to try and do it, and nowhere near it, because like you could just hold R1, move the left stick around to dribble a bit till you get into a decent position, and then come off the bat with a finesse shot, and 9 out of 10 times it works. But now R1 doesn't do that, and I always forget, and then I have to remember to let go of our L1 before I want to shoot, and it's just like so much hassle. And I don't know. Is that Will Grigg? Does he play? Is that Josh McCarron? Two names play for MK Dons. Wow, I didn't realise. I used to be a kind of a big fan of Josh McCarron. He was like on a lot of the earlier FIFAs. He was my go-to player whenever I needed someone decent in midfield. And I think he's got a younger brother as well, who is quite good as well. Oh, here we go. We've got a couple of emails. I want to let you know Stoke City have been in touch. They are apparently unhappy with how little playing time Lee Gregory has had with us while on loan. They're concerned that this is hampering their players' development. He's like 30. They have suggested that they will look at recalling Lee Gregory from his loan if the situation isn't resolved. They want to know if we plan to offer their player more games in the near future. I'm sorry, man, but I've got to put my players first. And as much as I like Lee Gregory, I've got a striker who is Derby striker, who we own, and he's coming in and potting in goals left, right and centre. So, you know, it's going to be hard to play him at the best of times. How old is he? And Harold Arias 25. So quite clearly there's a difference in age and whatnot, but I do think that I might need to purchase, if they're going to call him back, and I need to go through these scout reports again at some point, don't I? And if they pull him back, I'm going to need to buy a new striker if they pull him back from loan, aren't I? So who we got? Is there anyone decent that we could pilch? I mean, I've got quite a few strikers. What's the word I'm after? I can't think what the word is. Shortlisted, that's it. It says it right there. Shortlist. And I'm thinking, the one that I'm considering is Azinari, just because I really like this guy from the Paderborn career mode. Although I'd love to get to lap, but he won't move. And that offer is really cheap, so I could pick him up for like 400,000 and whatnot. And I do think he would be a good replacement, it's like a backup striker potentially. So I'm going to have a look around December, see if I can make any purchases in December. So come the 1st of January, we've got a good team then. Bloody hell, look at Roberts' run. I've been looking forward to this game against Burton. As I say, being a Derby fan, Burton is like our younger brother, so I have a soft spot for Burton. I really hope they always do well and whatnot. So any chance I get to play Burton or watch Burton, then I will. Even in real life, if I get a chance to watch Burton, I'll try my best to watch them. So I think that they're not even that an old club. I think they're only like 50 or 60 years old, aren't they, as well? So it's great to see, like, for such a young club who literally have no hardly any finances, how well they do in everything. Like, even when they managed to make it back into the Championship, and when they had a good run in, I think it was the FA Cup a couple of years ago, they had a good run, and they got knocked out by Man City. It was a nice little thing. Like, they were knocking out some decent Premier League clubs as well in the time. I can't seem to link a through ball together at the moment. Get the players running, and I just can't get the ball past any of the defenders or any of the players, really. I think as well, oh freaking hell, that took a little dink in mid-air, didn't it? Ivan Toney used to play for Burton back when he first started out. or when he was a lot younger. I'm sure he did. No, I wanted to pass to Ibe. I mean, look at all that space that Ibe had then. And it does seem as well that a lot of old Derby players, which I like, goes to Burton Albion. Like when Nigel Clough left us and he became the manager of Burton Albion, half the Derby squad not went with him, but he ended up signing them and whatnot. And I like that. And one thing that I would love is, you know how like clubs have like second clubs, like when it's kind of like a similar or same owner. I like I think it's Man City and another club. I know it's Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos. There's another one. Can't think. Watford, that's the one. Watford and Underneath. And I'm sure West Ham are a similar position, but I could be wrong about West Ham. But they all have like a parent club and like a child club. And they rotate, like they loan players and buy players to each other and stuff. And I'd love it if Derby did that with Burton. Like we've got, like back when we're coming up financially and everything, we've got all right financially, so we've got like a decent squad. All these youngsters that we've got, we could loan them out to Burton. So like they'll get, not only will they gain experience, but also it will help Burton in the long run. Although Burton are doing really well under Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Because when Jake Buxton was manager, they were fighting relegation, and it was pretty much a similar story to how Derby were, except financially it was horrible for Burton, because obviously they're classed as like a family friendly club, so they don't really have much income, but they do have a loyal fan base. But due to the financials after what happened last year, Nigel Clough and his backroom staff decided to not quit, but take redundancy to help the club any way that they could. So they're not paying money to them when they could be playing players and such. And then Jake Buxton retired from being a defender and he became manager, but he was struggling because literally it was him. And I think it was one of the players as well. I can't think of the player's name. No, I can't think of it. Who were like managing the team. Oh, well done, David Marshall. Who were managing the team, and they were struggling. It's like he didn't have any help. Like no one with like any experience or anything was helping him. So he was really struggling. And then, due to mutual consent, they decided that Jake. Son of a bitch. David Marshall. Come on, there's me praising you and you couldn't even stop that. They decided for mutual consent to end Jake Buxton's contract, and they got Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank back, who... David Marshall, what are you doing? And also, who's that on the line? Kate Almada, isn't it, I think? But when Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was there for, I think he took over just after Nigel Clough got them promoted, or nearly got them promoted to the Championship, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was the one who got them. I could be wrong about that, I can't remember. But since he came back for his second spell, he has been doing really well. He went, I think it was 6 games unbeaten away, and he got them out of relegation because they were literally bottom of the table. Oh my god, I am struggling. David Marshall, what are you doing? He got them out of relegation and got them pretty much safety around the mid-table, so he did really well from it. I think he brought in like a load of players on loans as well. I mean, come on, David Marshall, how can you not save that? You should be diving right, not backwards. And I'm going to shut up now and concentrate on the game. Oh, thank you, Sibley. Thank you. That's what we need. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm trying to drink the coffee and celebrate at the same time. That was a nice little cutback and whatnot. And then look at that space that Sibley's got, and he just first time touches that in the back of the net. How many goals is he on now as well? 9. Wow. I think Urias is on 8, isn't he? And Sibley's 9. So Sibley's probably the top goal scorer in League One at the minute. I need to double check. But these freaking goals that I'm conceding are not doing good for our goal difference. There we go. I miss. Is he going to... Oh, I'm sorry, Burton. That was dirty. I do apologise about that. It wasn't a cutback as such, but it might as well have been. I mean, it was pure filth. Look at that. Hey, down here. Look at that. And then I was just playing about with the L1 and R1 dribbling to try and get into it instead of R1 dribbling, trying to get back used to it and seeing what I can do and whatnot. And then I managed to pull that goal from it, and that keeper must have torn a groin muscle or something, splitting like that. 5 goals. Even Patrick Roberts is coming up strong now.